alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for tonight's main event. 15 rounds of heavyweight action between Muhammad Ali and James Lights Out Toney. Muhammad Ali's entrance here, what a ring walk, just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand. James Lights Out Toney's ring walk, something special in the air, you can just sense it out of him.
Okay, let's have a good clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1. What a banging uppercut from James Toney. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut.
You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their things for the fight, but they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, it can weigh you down. I mean, it takes discipline. And all of a sudden, it allows you a trail of excuses, because now you can start to say, well, gee, you know, I didn't do this, you know, it's the drudgery of it, and it's the consistency of it. When you have to stay at a weight and you have to watch that weight, you have to balance it where you're also going to be able to have a physicality when you get in the ring. You don't want to be weak, so you want to get that right balance where you're disciplined, you get the weight down, but you don't lose that physical edge.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. This is great action right from the start. What an opening round between these two. Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Blocks away that headshot. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
That head moving, keep moving, and I want to see those double jabs, double jab. You're fighting this fight. You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by James Toney. James Toney with a block punch there.
In and out.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Double shots both come in by James Toney. There it is! James Lights Out Toney, stunned, and he is hurt. Oh, look at that. He's hurt. But, hey, I give him credit. He's smart enough to know what to do now.
Yeah, the referee needs a crowbar to separate him.
Well-targeted counterpunch by Ali. Punches in bunches, working well. Boy, what guts. What guts to stay in there and gather yourself again after he was taking a beating.
Yeah, what guts, what instincts, and what a set of whiskers.
Tough to have a discussion about Muhammad Ali without bringing up the name of Smokin' Joe Frazier. Their trilogy, perhaps the most documented in the history of the sport.
Well, Fred Astaire, maybe the greatest dancer of all time, had to have Ginger Rogers, and you do need somebody to match up with, and he found that person. He found that person in every way, was the perfect guy to make great fights with. You know, personality-wise, the opposite of each other. And style-wise, in that ring, the opposite. One guy coming forward, another guy on the outside looking to take advantage of that forward motion.
Mix your punches up. Throw more punches to the body. Okay, you're doing good. Keep it up. Very good. Very good. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this swelling.
He's ready to fire off. You can tell that that time between rounds served him well. Toney's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Toney able to land the counter punch. James Toney's coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counter punch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. You know, we know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the chin and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down too.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Double up your punches. Keep moving. Keep moving.
It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived.
How important are these mental gymnastics that Muhammad Ali twists and turns, like his pre-fight antics with Sonny Liston, in terms of him getting the results that he wants?
Well, I think he looks for two things. It's a double-edged sword. One is that, you know, he can kind of invade the psyche of his opponent, weaken him a little bit. But it's also for himself. It's to build himself up, to give himself something to aspire to, something to make sure that he lives up to. Puts himself on a spot that now he has to be sure that he handles.
Okay, listen. When he misses with a punch, counter. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swelling. Yeah, looking good. Okay, keep your hands up, all right? You're doing fine. We'll take care of the swelling. Just focus.
Here we go with the 4th round. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by James Toney. Good defensive skill with the block by Ali. headshot blocked. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Nice counter by Toney. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by James Toney. James Toney with a nice counter punch. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down and you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Hey, relax. Relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. No need to get excited. You're doing fine.
Round number 5 has arrived. Oh, Muhammad Ali stunned and he is hurt. Took a shot, now he gives a left. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Muhammad Ali's damaged by a right hand. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Ali. Muhammad Ali's been having great success with these combinations, Teddy.
Well, there's a reason for it. He's using his jabs to start it, and then he's letting the punches go, letting the hands follow.
James Toney with a nice counter punch. I like the way that jab is doubled up by Ali. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali. So the round comes to its conclusion, and it's a round in which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, you know, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. You know, tell him some technical things that he needs to hear.
You have to keep your distance. Stay away from him. Keep throwing that jab.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
protecting himself. Good work by Muhammad Ali on the outside, staying out there at that safe zone, but still scoring on his own.
Well, if ever you wanted to explain to somebody the benefits of distance while fighting, this is a perfect example by what we're seeing out of him on the outside.
Well, you know, so many times I see tall guys, and what the heck's the sense of being tall if you don't know how to fight tall? He knows how.
Nice counter by Toney. Effective with that 1-2. James Toney's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful.
Wow! Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? He gets him. Oh, boy, what a break he just caught. The bell rings at the end of the round. Saved by the bell.
And if you're in the corner, what do? Well, you just finished painting a house, you know, and you want to paint a little more, but the paint is still wet. You got to wait for it to dry a little bit. You got to wait for your guy to wake up. You got to wait for the cobwebs to go away before you can do more painting.
Oh, time. He's got nothing left, okay? Just go for the head. Knock him out. Done. Nice move. Good job.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Oh, and there you go. James lights out. Toney's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Blocks the headshot. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali. Able to dismiss it. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Parries the punch, comes back with the hook. James Toney sticking to his game plan, regardless of the fact that he's been down in this fight.
Yeah, in one breath you could compliment him for it, Joe. You could say he understands who he is. He understands his identity. He's going to win or lose with that. But on the other hand, there are some things.
Holy cow! Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. But able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now...
And he catches a lucky break. Saved by the bell here at the end of the round, Teddy.
Yeah, right away you're thinking, you know, where do I spend my time right now? You want to tell him things that can help him, but he is really groggy right now, so you got to get him clear-minded first.
Good. Nice one. Listen. I want you to go downstairs, then upstairs, okay? Body to head. Let's finish this. Nice work on the outside. Keep it up.
And we are underway with the second half of this fight. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Nice counter by Toney. Teddy, I guess that's...
I've seen enough.
And it's
to take
over.
it too many blows
Look at
here.
this.
The fight is over.
Muhammad Ali's night's gonna start early. That's a TKO win. Muhammad Ali's your winner by TKO, Teddy.
He did a great job. From the beginning to the end, there was never a doubt.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.